so far. We look at that. 3 gamers in the mixed doubles, 3 gamers in the men's doubles. Unfortunately, India on the losing side of both. Hopefully, Jolly and Pullela will turn that around against Bao Lijing and Nichan. That's what we're looking forward to, and I'm sure for Ashwini Ponnappa, this is going to be especially one to watch. I'm sure she secretly wants her compatriots to exact revenge, but we'll talk about that in a short while. In the meantime, just looking at that women's doubles draw, you see there Bao and Lee creating an upset of mammoth proportions, knocking off the top seeds, and now have to do the same against the number 2 seeds in this final. Officials make their way onto the court. We can expect a very loud cheer for these 2 women here in front of our screens. Find their voices, but they did indeed. And the Chinese challengers, really hard to believe that they're a scratch pair, playing in their first tournament together, but they've done a good job getting to this final. Can they see off another Indian challenge? That's the question. All 4 players make their way onto the court. This will be their first meeting. Haven't met before, these 2 pairs. So the Chinese won the toss and chose to serve, I believe. It was hard to lip read that one. But the Indians have chosen the far end of the court after losing out of the toss, and luckily for them, the toss has less significance because the conditions are pretty stable, aren't they? Ashwini?
Yeah, the conditions are stable on either side of the court. It's not that it's faster from one end.
So it doesn't really matter that kind of toss, not decision that you take. And obviously for Bao Lijing and they've already punched above their weight. You see there, they haven't been ranked yet because they're a scratch pairing in their first tournament. 21-year-old Bao and a 20-year-old Ichan. There she is. And they have been tricky players, haven't they, Ashwini? I'm sure now you'll be able to reflect a little bit on it. It's been a tricky time out there on the court against them.
Yeah, it was a tricky match yesterday, and they did well to hold their nerves and play really well. And today's match is going to be a good one to watch because Pullela and Jolly are experienced. They've done really well, and it's always difficult to play against a pair that's just starting off because there's not much out there about them. It'll be interesting to see how it's going to go.
Well, tell you what, look at that. They've seen off 3 seeded pairs en route to the final. Bao and Lee, so they're certainly unafraid of taking on the bigger names, the higher ranked players. Teresa Jolly, ranked 16th in the world with a partner, Gayatri Gopichand Pullela, gone up as high as 15. So they're back to finding some of their best form this year. They were 15 in May of 2023. 55% win-loss record, these 2 this year. 23 matches won, 19 losses before this tournament. And of course, playing in their first ever, not first ever, in their first final of 2024. So it's a big occasion as they look to win the Syed Modi International crown for the first time. They've been in the final before. They did it in 2022, but fell short against Malaysia's Cheong and Chio that time in straight games. Can they go better this time round? But that win against the Imsad sisters was a big one. It was an impressive one from Jolly and Pullela. Having to come back from a game down against an opponent that they have lost to in the past, against an opponent who are very strong in this, especially their net game and the way they move around. They came through all of those challenges and did very well to book their place in the final. And I think that will put them in good stead, won't it?
It would definitely give them a lot of confidence, because that semi-final match was an important match. And as you said, they've won and lost to them in the past. And they are a tough opponent to beat. And they definitely gave them a good fight. But having lost that first game, I would say Pullela and Jolly got back really strong to win the second and third.
Yeah, that's another sort of lesson you need to, or another thing that you want to have in your bag of strengths versus weaknesses, to be able to come back from a game down on the biggest of stages late into tournaments, still have the nerve and still have that ability to come back and get, beat the bigger opponents, beat the better opponents necessarily. Right now, of course, they are the better opponent in this match. Can they give India their first women's doubles title at the Syed Modi? That's what everyone in the stadium will be hoping for. Well, almost everyone in the stadium will be hoping for. Want to discount fans of China out there. So it will be Pullela who serves. Playing the slower drop. She looked like she might have wanted to go for a smash, but trying to deceive her opponents.
Yeah, that was a good disguised drop from Teresa. And a strong overhead flat drive from Teresa yet again.
Jolly. Well left in the end by Pullela. 3-love up.
Challenges called in.
It's called in. Just have a look at the replay.
It looked out to me.
Oh, you were right on the last one. Let's hope you're 2 out of 2. Challenge. They got it right.
Play.
And it's now 4-love.
Good attack placement by the
Service
Chinese.
1-4.
Down the middle, and Bao is ready to go back again down the middle with a smash.
And she's a tall player, so she gets those angles a little bit easier than other people on the court.
She's also got a very hard smash. Wow.
2-4.
Lichian been very strong in the front court area, especially. Talked about yesterday how she plays mainly mixed doubles on the tour, on the Challenger circuit as well. So she's got that net game nailed. Clash of rackets.
Chinese did well to get themselves out of difficulty, but that was a very good lift by Pullela
5-2.
on the line.
Flight of the shuttle that lands plump on the line.
Lee. Place.
5-2 up. all about accuracy in that
5,
last point.
2.
Lee Chien's mixed doubles expertise definitely helps. So she
Service
was
over.
so fast at that net.
3,
And she's on top of the shuttle. Very
5.
sharp
Okay.
And that's what.
and alert.
And she's been like that through the week. It's been her sort of area of expertise. It's kind of her territory. She guards that net well.
She's also prone to taking
Service over.
Lee Chien opportunity.
6,
And I think it's
Three.
because she plays mixed doubles. Bao at least has some women's doubles experience this year. She's played women's doubles this year, but Lee Chien has focused so much on mixed doubles, and it's such a different way of sort of
Service over.
approaching the game in mixed, because you
4,
have to depend on the backcourt to
6.
be handled completely by your partner.
Correct.
Whereas Bao has definitely played some women's doubles this
Now
year.
Olympic challengers called
Challenge
in.
that one. That looked out to me.
I'm going to play the neutral party and let the review do its job. We've seen some successful challenges by the players so far in this final. Will there be another one? You got it right, Ashwini.
Correction out.
I feel like I'm Hawkeye right
Yes.
now.
5, 6.
Or you can certainly give them a hand if they need one.
Yeah.
Leisure.
We know who to call if the Hawkeye
Right.
goes down, that's for sure. So, successful challenge by Bao and Lee.
Six.
I feel like
Oh.
Jolly and Pullela have taken their foot off the pedal a little bit.
The intensity that they started with, not quite the same. 6-all.
Wow.
Soft hands.
Service
That was powerful
Someone-
smash by Teresa and
6.
lovely touch by Pullela at the net.
Yeah, just the lightest touch. Like very soft hands on the net by Pullela.
Service over. 7 on.
Bao and Lee have been really good at driving the smash and rushing towards the net, which is pretty intimidating when you're attacking because it makes you second guess your next shot.
Puts the pressure on the opponent.
5,
For the first time in
Eight.
this game, they take the lead.
7.
Bao Lijing and Lee Chien.
That was a well angled smash. It wasn't too powerful. A little high, right down the line. She is so quick at intercepting those
9,
weak returns at the net.
7.
And that's where she punishes you, right? That's what I'm saying. That's her territory.
Yeah, and that's where her mixed doubles expertise come into play here in this women's doubles match.
You can't give her an easy shot, especially at the net. Lee Chien will punish you.
Ten, 7. Fault server, undue delay.
Oh, she got a fault
Service
for
over.
undue delay. I've
Eight,
never really seen a server
10.
getting a fault for undue delay.
Normally it's the receiver who's told to get ready faster and then eventually
Or
warned.
moves ahead of time.
Yeah. That's unusual.
She missed it.
Yeah, overhit it. You can see her sort of move forward, try and close it out. BGF. And in fact, it was the first shot that she made that was slightly trickier because she was sort of on one foot. Second time round was too much. Challenge it.
Malaysia challenges.
I'm not too sure
fault
about
out.
Yeah, that was pretty close. I mean, it looked like it might have got the line. It's called out. So Mao and Lee, who've been successful in the previous challenge, are going to do the same again. That time, the officials got it right. It wasn't read out.
One challenge remains.
It's 10-all. It's been that kind of
10
game.
all.
Too close to call.
Play.
Jolly to Pullela to serve. She serves well. And they go into the break with a narrow lead. 11-10 are the lead that the Indians have snatched at the mid-game break.
Watchers, Indian pictures. Watchers, Indian pictures. Players back on court. Players back on court.
So back on court,
11.
ready to
10.
restart the opening game. 11-10
Play.
up are the number 2 seeds. Just edging their opponents at the moment.
Got lucky with that shot.
Sub
Just
two.
about clipping the net
11
and falling
all.
onto the upside.
Always need a bit of luck in sport. Lovely. She saw that very well. Great vision, Jolly.
12. 11.
That was good set play by Teresa and Gayatri.
Service over.
Well
12.
defended by Lee.
On.
Very patient. She didn't really panic on that.
Trisha.
They've been able to anticipate each other pretty well at the moment. 12 ball.
Let Trisha get ready quicker. Do not delay.
So Jolly being told to get ready faster, not delay the game.
Oof, that was a very good serve by Mao. She's been serving really well. She's been
13,
getting those angles,
12.
making it pretty difficult to return
Return.
her serve.
Yeah, and perfect example there from Jolly, who's not a bad returner of the game. Completely missed that.
Service over.
They're saying that she read it well, but she couldn't get it down and it ended up going out at that time.
Trisha Jolie challenges called in.
Well, another challenge. Ashwini, you wanna?
I can't say.
Oh,
Yeah, that's too close.
oh my God, that is
Challenge
close.
unsuccessful.
Just about
One challenge remaining.
hit the line.
Yeah, it like literally
Service
kissed
over.
the line out on its way out.
14, 13.
But how good a challenge
Claire.
was that? It wasn't very good. Non-successful challenge. Let's put it that way.
Nice.
That's very good. Straight down the line.
Teresa headed right across Lee's body and Pullela was ready. She was just already waiting for that weak return.
How much do you read into the body language of your opponent? How much can you read in in these quick matches?
Whoa. Whoa.
Mistake.
Yeah, that was really close.
That could have gone either way.
Yeah. They missed it. The Chinese missed that. But body language-wise, when you are playing, it depends. I mean, depends on if you're in the zone or you're not in the zone. When you're in the zone, you see things a lot better.
Yeah.
And you're also aware of your opponent's body language. And if you're not completely there, then you don't see it as fast.
And it's also, I'd assume, sort of easier to read the body language of an opponent you've played more often. You know, you're more familiar with.
Yeah.
Part of that familiarity.
Yes. And that's why your coaches help you out because they see stuff that you don't see when you are playing.
15, 14.
Give you the bigger picture.
Yes. Wow. Well defended by Pullela and Jolly. Well, the Chinese did have an opportunity to get a point on their attack, but Jolly and Pullela defended really well.
Play on.
Yep. Solid defending. They've opened up a 2-point lead here. 3 points in a row. Crucial stage of this game. Ooh, that could have gone wide. Again with a slower drop.
Good drops.
That's out.
Well played by Pullela and Jolly. There's a lot of mix of pace. They didn't go all out and smash in this rally.
Yes, there were sort of numerous occasions where Jolly could have given into the temptation of smashing and trying and closing out the point, but she played the long game. She played patiently.
Yeah, she was very patient.
I mean, 38 shots, that one. Three-point lead. Good return. Very
Xian's
strong.
very strong when it comes to crouching and driving,
17.
Brilliant.
especially there with that round the head backhand drive.
Kind of almost, she had positioned herself for that, it felt.
Yeah.
Pressure getting ready to go.
Bao has also been doing a good job of varying her pace, because she does have a strong smash, but she varies it with not going all out all the time.
Yep, mixes it up,
Yeah.
takes the, as you say, pace away from the exchanges sometimes, but then also allows for the attack to be set up nicely with a slower shuttle. Oh, 1 point game.
Well placed by Teresa.
18, 16.
Kept it at a good height. Teresa Jolly. You can see the coach has plenty to say. This is a good rally. Jolly staying alert. Oh,
They're very good in that set,
Service over.
with Lee hitting from
17,
the odd side
18.
and Bao closing in on the forehand side. Makes use of her height as well.
I mean, that's got to be a hard task for her opponents to try and get past her at the net.
Yeah.
So 1 point separating the two. But they get themselves out of trouble really well. That's for sure, Jolly and Pullela.
19, 17.
Just when you feel like it's getting a little too close for comfort, you know, they make the big points count. 19-17.
Service over.
Very sharp at the net,
18,
Lee.
19.
She was ready. She had her racket up. Just ready to intercept that shot.
They played the side court very well. Back to a 1 point game.
That's a good change of pace. Hitting those softer smashes makes a difference, because you're forcing your opponents to lift. And with these shuttles, it's really hard to control if you want to open up, because they have a tendency to fly out.
Yeah.
So the softer smashes make a huge difference when you're attacking.
Well, they've done it well. 2 game points.
Smart.
Deft touch at the net from Gayatri Pullela. She did not let the opportunity go. 21-18. Just lovely block. Keeps her racket up. Light touch. Gets the drop as a result. And it's 21-18 to India. They've taken the opening game. Can they wrap this up in 2? Will we see 3 games? It's all about to unfold. 22 minutes played.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Left number one.
Well, we're about to get the second game underway after Jolly and Pullela, the number 2 seeds, have taken the opening game 21-18.
Play.
It'll be Pullela who serves. You gotta, I love the way Teresa Jolly plays. Sometimes she takes no prisoners. You can see her intention in that point. She's not one to, going to step back and bring the game to her. Ready to take charge.
Brilliant. Very, very proactive by Jolly and Pullela on top of the net, putting so much pressure. Very strong attack.
Oh, missed that. Missed that completely.
Tried for a quick point there with that overhead cross-court smash. Bit too sharp.
Puts a hand up straight away, Pullela. But I bet she's extremely happy that it rolled over on the other end. Again, small margins there.
Service over. 2, 3. Correction out. Service over. 4, 2.
4-2, 2 points ahead early on in the second game.
You can't play too loose when Lee's at the net because she is
3,
waiting
4.
and ever ready to punish a loose shot.
Yep. She is not going to let that go, will she, Lee Chien? We haven't seen her do it at all in this match so far.
Powerful cross court smash by Teresa.
5, 3.
That was a very good smash.
I mean, she kept it
All the way across her
Yeah.
body.
got a really good, nice angle on it.
Good serve.
It's all going their way at the moment. Teresa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand Pullela are doing all the right things against Bao and Lee. Desperate, obviously, to
Service over. 4,
win the title here, but that time, unfortunately, showing that they're human after all.
That was a good block by Teresa and
5,
moving into the
6,
net.
minutes cut.
But again, I mean, Lee's been phenomenal at the net so far.
Look at
Her
that.
racket's all the way on top. not letting it go down.
Yeah, she always has it up. Always ready to take on the next shot. Good interception by Jolly at the net.
7-5.
She decided to take it on. Teresa Jolly was rewarded. 7-5.
That was a powerful smash down the line by Teresa.
5.
When she gets into the right position, her smashes are very, very powerful.
Well, there's no doubt that her smash and the power she wields is one of her biggest assets, Teresa Jolly. But she shows great variation for someone who has such a strong smash.
She does. Smart play.
The crowd wanted it, and she delivered.
That was like calm and composed attacking by Pullela and Jolly.
Well, it's
Patient attack.
Well, it's a perfect role that Pullela plays as well, you know, that she's there in support and, you know, creates these opportunities for Jolly to then put it away.
She
You have-
does.
It's like they've got that sort of combination right. Wide.
They are forcing the Chinese to find the gaps, but making it very difficult because they're there everywhere.
Well, this is
Pullela
now
and Jolly.
a commanding lead. Five points in a row mean Teresa Jolly and Gayatri Gopich and Pullela go into the break 11-5 up. It has been their biggest lead in this match so far. 6 points ahead of their opponents, courtesy of a strong showing in this second game. So 11-5 to Jolly and Pullela. They're a game and 6 points up.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Left back foot. Guide back foot. Bow. 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 Back foot. 11-5. Bow. Play.
A mistake from CHN at the back court. Looking to bring the shuttle down. Now that was an important point to win, even though they didn't have to do much. The error came from the Indian end, but the fact that the Indians have won 6 points in a row, they want to stop that bleed of points. Not make it too comfortable for their opponents.
Yet again, Lee has been caught on her left shoulder. Teresa Jolly's been driving really well. Right to her left shoulder, and she struggled a bit because she's quite ready on her right hand side and doesn't cover the left hand side as well.
Bow, get ready to go. Get ready.
Yeah. You get the sense that they're feeling their game at the moment, Jolly and Pullela.
They are very comfortable at this point. Pretty strong game so far from Jolly and Pullela.
And the fact that they're kind of like feeding off each other, playing in a perfect tandem, just tells you that, you know, they're in their element.
In their zone.
Yeah, there you go, the zone word that you use about, you know, when you're just in that moment.
6.
How good is that defense? Terrific point. I mean, Pulella's defense was a masterclass. And then look at Jolly take advantage and attack at the right moment. Beautifully played. I mean, that's got to be the point of the match so far. Combination of everything. 10-point advantage now. The atmosphere just says it all. How good the show has been from Jolly and Pullela.
Such a big jump and a disguised drop.
And then just the huge roar from Jolly at the end of it. He's pumped up, and rightfully so.
Service over. 7-17.
That was well defended by the Chinese, but I think Jolly tried a bit too hard to replicate her deceptive drop in that rally.
We're on a 5-point run. Again, brought to a stop. As China try to find their way back in this match, which is a mammoth asking at the moment. Still going. Jolly quick to get back on her feet, but how strong was Pullela there?
Their defense has been phenomenal. Very, very strong.
I mean, she was left on court for a while on her own. There. For the next two shots, it was all her, till Jolly kind of found her way back in position. But Pullela had that.
Yeah. I think their biggest strength is the fact that they've got a very strong attack and their defense is very strong as well.
It's an all-rounded
18.
opponent that the Chinese are facing. Good return. Not the best serve,
Service over.
but good return.
8-18.
Points away from a history-making win. Teresa Jolly and Gayatri Pullela. They've been waiting for this moment for 2 years as well. 2022 was the last time they were in a final. 2022 was the last time they won a title. So it's been some time in the making.
Service over. 9-19.
That was a very strong return of serve by Teresa.
And then the down the middle winner.
Oh, she fell down
Yeah.
after that.
She lost her footing.
20.
But on the follow-up from Pullela, just going down the middle, in between the two players, and that brings up multiple championship points. Pullela will serve.
Service over. 10. 20.
One that's come and gone. 10 more to go here. CHN with the serve.
They still have a bit of a fight in them.
Return the shuttle. Return the shuttle.
She intercepted that well. I bet the nerves are like really kicking at the moment.
And they've done it! India's first women's doubles champions at the Syed Modi.
And what a way to do it. They were absolutely dominating in that second game. 21-11 they come through. But this is a huge win for Teresa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichan Pullela, their first Super 300. And they really set the marker from the get-go. Never gave up and just built strength on strength as the match went along. And the number 2 seeds have delivered a terrific win to the crowd, 21-18, 21-11. And they finally give India a women's doubles title here at the Syed Modi International. So a breakthrough moment for Indian women's doubles. Lovely scenes at the end. And there they are, happy faces for Jolly and Pullela as they await to get a much-deserved gold medal. Well, they've had to wait till the third final to finally get a home winner. And they've got it in Jolly and Pullela. So they got a big roar as they made their way to the podium. But what a week it's been for Bao and Lee as well. Scratch pairing. Saw off some big names in women's doubles to get to the final. And they were outperformed today by the women in yellow. It's been a terrific showing by the Chinese women's doubles, who upset the odds to be here. But this is a moment to savor for Jolly and Pullela, and a moment to savor for the crowd who've been waiting all morning for this, to see their countrywomen on the podium. China's last women's doubles title was in 2014 when Chen Qingchen and Jia Yifan won here at the Syed Modi. So the wait continues. They have 2 women's doubles titles here. Also won it in 2010, but the wait is over indeed for India. Never won here in the women's doubles. A big round of applause to Bao and Lee for a successful week here in Lucknow. But this is their moment. Trisha Jolly and Gayatri Gopichan Pullela, who were here 2 years ago and fell short in the final. At last, have found themselves on the top of the podium. I mentioned it's their first Super 300 crown, which is another breakthrough for this young talent. Just 21 years of age, the 2 women. A lot of badminton ahead of them. And they're slowly making their way up the ranks. The winner's check for Jolly and Pullela. The crowd are loving it. In fact, the win has undoubtedly energized the crowd. And it's been fantastic to witness all 4 women in action. A little bit of confusion as to where they should stand, but they've come through, and photo ops all around. So congratulations to all 4 finalists on a well-played tournament, and congratulations to Jolly and Pullela on a extremely well-deserved title. You're watching live coverage of the Syed International 2024, and here on finals day we move into the singles categories with the women's singles that's coming up next. The number 1 seed, home favorite Pasalavi Sindhu, taking on China's Wu Luoyu, a 23-year-old upstart. As you see there, India just won their first final of the day in the women's doubles.